G'day viewers, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for WAINGAFAT Wednesday, the acronym that stands for Who Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today? And today, I'm not giving a fuck about an entitled little gamer prick. It's the type of person who makes not just gaming, but life online for everyone who's not a self-centered prick miserable. Because you don't even have to be a gamer to have this sort of mentality up in your face in almost any sort of online forum. This was actually a forum for a game called Age of Dragons, where one particular dweeb managed to show just exactly how self-centered he was and exactly how clueless he was, and just it's the irony blindness of this is what blows my mind. Now, normally I just run off a couple notes, but because there's so much just colossal fuckwittery in this, I've actually got it here on my mobile. I'm going to actually give you in all its glory his key points. He's saying, okay, summarise the case of Dragon Age 2. BioWare neglected their main demographic, the straight male gamer. Now, if you do any level of gaming at all, the concept of straight male gamers being neglected is utterly farcical. You know, so what is Dragon Age 2? Is it nothing but a gay porn fest? No. Apparently there's a optional romance element in the game, and this guy has lost his shit because it's possible for characters to be gay or bi, and when a male character sort of flirted with his male character, it was all too much. And I stress that, you know, there's lots of male-female stuff. There is a lot of the standard female stereotyping in game. Yeah, but just the very fact that something that wasn't explicitly to his demographic as he saw it was a travesty. And I really want to stress, as he saw it. There are a lot of these fuckwits around. This one isn't the only one. But the majority of gamers are now. And look, I'd be more of a gamer if it wouldn't take up all my time. Pretty much all my friends are gamers at some level. And I certainly don't fucking hang around with people who are this stupid. So he goes on to say how, let me see. I don't think many would argue with the fact that overwhelming majority of RPG gamers are straight and male. Sure, there are a substantial amount of women who play video games, but they're usually playing games like The Sims. Now, oh, this is just like brain exploding. Like, the vast majority of gamers I know, female, male, straight, bi, genderqueer, whatever you want, would fucking slap this idiot through a wall for saying something that stupid. It's not just obnoxious, self-centered, and bigoted. It's fucking wrong! It's statistically, provably wrong! And in those areas where the majority of gamers in a particular game are straight males, in fact, most of the straight males I know would like it more if there were more females and a bit more diversity. Because they're fucking straight males, not weird, fucked up, self-centered, spoiled little shits. Honestly, and he just keeps digging the hole. Oh, the Sims line, for fuck's sake. And he goes on to say, you know, he just ramble. I was going to read it all, but I'll lose my fucking mind if I read it all. I will provide a link to it. And my personal favourite is he goes, it's ridiculous that I even have to use a term like straight male gamer, when in the past I would only have to say fans. In your fucking mind, you're all that exists! The proportion of people who want it to stay that way is so fucking... You fucking idiot! Oh, the bright point in this is the actual reply from the game company, which is really eloquent, admits to not necessarily being perfect in execution, but when he comes down to the key point, you know, things like the majority has no inherent right to get more choices than anyone else. And that's what it comes down to. This fucking idiot was upset that there was one choice that wasn't of interest to him. There was one choice that was catering to someone who was different to him. And my personal favourite, there's a lot to read. It's really worth it. But when he rounds out with the person who says the only way to please them is to restrict the options of others is, if you ask me, the one who deserves it least. And that's my expression expressed as politely as possible. And when I read that, I think he is literally saying, if you don't like there being options for other people, go fuck yourself. Literally, you sad little fucking loser. I see, gaming has an undeserved bad reputation in some areas, and honestly, there are a certain group of gamers who probably deserve to get a much fucking harder time than they do. People like this fucking dweeb who have spent their whole life being the center of their universe, to having everything work in their favor. They run into one thing that isn't specifically catering to them, and it's just one part of an entire game, and they act like there's some fucking injustice. You know what? If you're like that, you're pathetic, you're worthless, you need to just get the fuck off the internet, because no one with a brain, a heart, or a soul gives a fuck about you.